What's up, YouTube? This is HammerBros94 here, and I thought I would do a little video showcasing my entire personal movie collection. I know I don't have as many movies as most people on YouTube do, but I figured I'd do it like I see some other people doing. So I'm going to start up here with these three and then go down to the rest of these. So I'm going to start at the beginning with some 007 movies. First is From Russia with Love. It's the gold Bond edition. It doesn't have very many special features on it, but it's pretty sweet. Alright, next is Thunderball, which is one of the best old Bond movies. I think the best was Goldfinger, but this one was pretty close. It's pretty cool. Next is Die Another Day. Probably the worst Pierce Brosnan Bond movie in my opinion, but it still can be very underrated sometimes. It's a 2-disc set here. Alright, and I got this the other day at Blockbuster. It's the 2-disc widescreen edition of Casino Royale, one of the best Bond movies ever. Disc 1, Disc 2. Really is a great, awesome movie. I would really recommend any Bond fan should watch it. Next is Quantum of Solace. Not that great of a movie. It could have been so much better than it was. But still, can't wait for Bond 23 to come out. This is going to be a really good movie. Next is 9. Tim Burton's, well, not really Tim Burton's. It's actually directed by Shane Ackner, but he produced it. It's pretty good. It's not that bad of a movie. It's only got 1 disc, not very many bonus features. Well, actually it does, but still, if you like Tim Burton, which I kind of do, I recommend you pick this one up. Next is a Russian movie that I showed earlier. It's called 12. I watched this and it was incredible. It was really good. It obviously wasn't as good as 12 Angry Men, but it was a close second. It was pretty close to beating it. I would really recommend you look that one up. Next is The Abyss. And I'm just going to throw that to the side. The Adventures of Tintin, as I showed before. AI, Artificial Intelligence. Awful movie. Awful movie. Don't even waste your time buying it. Atlas Shrugged Part 1. Not that great of a movie, but it was $2 at Blockbuster, and I like Ayn Rand, so I couldn't pass it up. Next was another underrated movie, The A-Team. This comes with the unrated director's cut, and it really was a hilarious movie. It was really good. And I'm just going to park on this one a little. Next is the 3-disc extended collector's edition of Avatar. I had the original one on DVD, but then when I saw this, I had to get it. See, the front has interior and the back has some stuff about the extended version. And then you pull it out, and it's a nice, cool, awesome book. Little book that has the discs in it. Disc 1 is inside there. I'm not going to open it right now. Disc 2, Disc 3. But Avatar, a lot of people, it's a love-hate movie, you know. People love it, people hate it. I loved it. It was incredible. The extended version was so good. So yeah, I really recommend you look up the 3-disc extended edition of Avatar. Next was Batman the movie. Very funny. Stupid, but funny. Next was Batman from 1989. One of the best Batman movies ever out there. Jack Nicholson was amazing as the Joker. Next is Batman Forever. Another one of my favorites. Actually, this was probably my favorite one. This was my favorite old Batman movie. Jim Carrey was simply amazing. And yeah, they were a good pair, Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones. Alright, next. Sorry, my camera's probably really shaky. Next was Batman Begins. It was okay. It wasn't as good as Dark Knight, obviously, which I have, The Dark Knight. Next is Being the Movie and Johnny English. Kind of stupid, but Bane's funny sometimes, so picked it up for like $5 at Walmart. Next one I showed you already, Beyond a Reasonable Doubt. The Bourne Ultimatum. Great movie. Best Bourne ever. Next was Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Hilarious Coen Brothers picture. Starring George Clooney, John Turturro, Tim Blake Nelson, and John Goodman. Really is a good movie. I recommend you pick this one up. Next is Bobby Jones' Stroke of Genius. It's a good movie. I mean, I'm not a big fan of golf like I used to be, but I still watch it from time to time. It's really good. Next is the old version of Casino Royale, which is hilarious. If you're a Bond fan, I recommend you look this one up, because it is really funny. Next is The Client, amazing John Grisham movie, starring Tommy Lee Jones and Susan Sarandon. Next is a steelbook of Cloverfield, a very, very underrated movie from 2008. I love handheld camera movies, and in my opinion, this was probably the best one I'd ever seen. Although Chronicle was really good. I really liked Chronicle. I can't wait to pick that one up on DVD. Alright. Next is Citizen Kane, 2-disc special edition. I'm a huge fan of Orson Welles, like I said, and this was a really good movie. Next is The Conspirator. The Conversation. You should look this one up. It's incredible. Next is Contagion. Another amazing movie. Of course, I like a lot of movies, but this one, I was dumbfounded. It was really good. It was nice suspense. Next is Cowboys and Aliens, an underrated summer movie from this past summer. It's really good. Alright, next would be Cape Fear, one of the lesser-known Gregory Peck movies. This one was pretty good. It had good suspense. I haven't seen the remake, but yeah, it's really good. Next is Captain America, the First Avenger. One of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen. I'm not even joking. And next is The Day After Tomorrow. It was okay. It was an okay weather movie. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen. Alright, now moving down. Sorry, my legs are getting tired. We have Entrapment with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones. This was a very good movie. Nice cat and mouse mystery game that goes on here. Next is Flight Plan with Jodie Foster. It had an incredible twist in the end. It was just, I was amazed at the twists and turns. Another one is The Fugitive, starring Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. The Fugitive is one of my favorite movies of all time. And Tommy Lee Jones is amazing. He just did an incredible performance. Next is Galaxy Quest. The old version, the old DVD version. I'm a Trekkie, but I do like the movie. Next is Get Smart. Hilarious movie. Recommend you look this one up. Next is another underrated movie. The Green Hornet. This was actually pretty funny. It was pretty good. I don't know why people say it was so stupid. Next was The Green Lantern. Yet another. It's not the best superhero movie I've ever seen. DC does have a tendency of making some lame superhero movies, but this was okay. It wasn't that bad. Next, if I can ever get this back, I won't. Next is Groundhog Day, 15th Anniversary Edition. This is a hilarious romantic comedy. I'm normally not a fan of romantic comedies, but this was really funny. It had a nice story to it. Next is the 1990s version of Godzilla. This is a good movie. Wasn't my favorite. Well, it wasn't the best, but it was still pretty good. It was a fun movie. I already showed you Hamlet the other day. The Hunt for Red October. Amazing. Love this movie. The Illusionist, like I showed you before. The Invasion with Daniel Craig and Nicole Kidman. Great movie, great disease movie. Inception, which, is the obvious popular movie. It's a really great movie. I love superhero movies. Iron Man, one of the best Marvel movies ever made. And then its follow-up, Iron Man 2, the 2-disc digital copy edition. It's the only way to get the bonus features. And next is King Kong, the 3-disc extended edition. This wasn't the best case I'd ever seen, because it comes in this stupid, cheap plastic junk. But, yeah, the 3rd disc is hidden behind there. But still, the extended version wasn't that bad. Had some good added scenes. Next is an underrated movie that you've probably never heard of. Jim Belushi and K-9, The Patrol Pack. Now, the first one was a theatrical release, and then the other two never came out, but they came out on direct-to-DVD, but they were really good movies. I really would recommend you look this up. They're quite hilarious. Jim Belushi and that dog are the perfect pair. Where was I? King Arthur, unrated director's cut. The Manchurian Candidate. Martian Child. The Mask, hilarious movie. Megamind, one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. Alright, sorry, I have to move over. Next is it was Roger Ebert's underrated movie of the year. Zac Efron and me and Orson Welles and Christian McKay. Like I said, I love Orson Welles, but this was incredible. I mean, it was really good. Christian McKay did an awesome job at portraying Orson and his mannerisms. Next was Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris. And Mr. Joel 450, you are right, this really is an amazing movie. Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible 2. And last but not least, Mission Impossible 3. And when Ghost Protocol comes out, I'm going to get it, because that was just an incredible action movie. Next is Murder on the Orient Express, a really good murder mystery from 1974. Has a lot of famous actors and actresses in it, a lot of them. It was a great movie. The Other Guys. This is the only Will Ferrell movie that I actually liked. I know that sounds wrong, but it really was the only Will Ferrell movie I actually enjoyed. It was hysterical. I almost died laughing. Next is The Outsiders. Incredibly, somewhat boring. It's a really boring movie. Don't look it up. The Others, kind of rip off of The Sixth Sense. Next, sorry, hard to get back in there. Paycheck with Ben Affleck. It's a great movie with some really great twists in it. Next, I have another great John Grisham movie, The Pelican Brief. Denzel Washington and Julia Roberts. This is a very good movie. Very, very good movie. I'm a legal fan, so yeah, I'd recommend you look that one up. Next is Pirates of the Caribbean, 2-disc collector's edition. Pirates of the Caribbean 3 at World's End, the 2-disc limited edition. And Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Nothing on the back. There's the disc. Kind of bland. They're kind of grown up DVDs now. They're all silver. It's kind of stupid, but still, they're good movies. The 2001 version of Planet of the Apes. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. The best movie of the summer by far. This past summer. It was incredible. I really recommend you look that one up. The Producers. Hilarious. I love this movie. I love Mel Brooks. This was literally his best movie ever. Recommend you look that one up. Last John Grisham movie, The Rainmaker. It's has Matt Damon and Danny DeVito. Yeah, no. I think it was Danny DeVito. Yeah, Danny DeVito. It was a really good movie. Incredible. Almost made me cry. I really recommend you look that one up. Rango. People say, oh, it's an animated movie, I don't like it. No, this was hilarious. The extended version is amazing. Just the scenes they added. Next is Rat Race. Hilarious remake of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. Next is Robin Hood. Comes with the unrated director's cut, which was incredibly amazing. The modern day version of Romeo and Juliet, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. Next was Salt, with 3 different versions of the movie. I prefer the longest version, the unrated extended cut. Had a nice twist in the end. Jack Black and School of Rock. Hilarious movie. Last row. Signs. Love this movie. Although M. Night Shyamalan's going downhill. The Sixth Sense, the collector's series. This was his best movie, obviously. It's his most popular. Stardust. Great movie. Stargate. Extended cut. It was okay. It's a love or hate movie. Love it or hate it. Super 8. Oh, I love this movie. This movie was one of the best J.J. Abrams movies ever. Although Cloverfield was really good. But this, he topped Cloverfield with this one. It was amazing. Look it up. It's really good. Surrogates. Awesome movie. Nice, sweet action and stuff. Young Sherlock Holmes from the 1980s. That one's a pretty good movie. War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise version. I hate Dakota Fanning in this. She was so loud. It was so annoying. The Village. Awful movie. Awful movie. Unbreakable. That was a pretty good one. One of his M. Night Shyamalan's less known movies. With Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis. Now this, I'm just going to say, this is the best movie ever made. This, Touch of Evil, the 50th anniversary edition, this is the best movie ever made. It comes with the original theatrical version, which is absolutely horrible, and the preview version, and the restored version, which is a version I would recommend. It has all of the original scenes that Orson Welles intended to be in his movie, and with some other additions, and a lot of bonus features are on it too. So, if you like Orson Welles, you should look this up, because this was amazing. Next is To Kill a Mockingbird, the 2-disc 50th anniversary edition. Another great Gregory Peck movie. It's a courtroom classic. Like I said, I love courtroom stuff and lawyers and stuff. Tower Heist. Thor. Underrated. Really underrated Marvel movie. The Terminal. Tom Hanks was really good in this movie. I mean, he's stuck in this airport for the entire movie, and it's really good. It was quite funny. Tron Legacy. Love this movie. This is The Truman Show. Great movie. True Grit. Way better than the original, if you ask me. Twister. Unstoppable. And finally, Weird Al Yankovic in UHF. Some people say this was a stupid movie. It was okay. It was for what it was. For Weird Al Yankovic, it was quite funny. So you should look this up. At least rent it and watch it. See what you think. So that is my entire DVD collection. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next episode.